Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Sorry about that. We had a little technical glitch and I had to restart it real quick. All right, so what we're doing tonight. Tonight. Let me make sure that, yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so like the title says, the first ever DP pen by Imagination Woods. I see all y'all making them. Y'all are buying these blanks like crazy. Y'all are making beautiful stuff. So I figured I would make a couple and then we'll auction them off later. And these will probably be the only ones I ever make. I leave this for Donna and Stacy and all the other girls who make them. But that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make some. I've got a new blank. See if I can get a. I've got a new concept here that we're going to turn tonight and see how it turns, and I'll decide then whether or not to start making them and selling them. And then we've got this really cool psychedelic one that was just a bunch of overpours that got thrown into a mold. So let's head over to the lathe and see what we can do. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right. Now I've already got the lathe set up to turn between centers. I pulled my pin out further so that it'll be easy to get to everything. Push the tailstock out a little bit, lock it down. Lock that down. Let me turn this down a little bit so y'all can actually see what we got going on. That should be good. Let me wait for it to come up on screen before we actually start. That was bleached out like crazy. Still bad. Let's try it now. Well, I think that right there is going to be about the best light that we get. Oh yeah. Oh, a little bit too much. Let's see if I can get this chat window. Yeah, David, I've got a couple of different lights going on, and the adjustments on the camera. I got to get that balance right for the screen. It can be a challenge sometimes. Now let me see if I can cast this. Show it as a tab. Stop casting that, and now I want to cast this. I'm trying to get it so that I can see the comments over here at the lathe. There we go. All right. All right, let's get this thing started. I went ahead and took it over to the disc sander and just knocked the corners off, make life a little bit easier. Because on the live I generally don't run the dust collector because it's oh so loud. So let me gather up the tools I'm going to want for it. Don't need a bowl gouge. Maybe. Okay. So well prepared, you know. Well, let's see if we can get this thing some shape. Now y'all have to keep in mind that this is the first DP pen I have ever made, so if y'all see me doing something that isn't going to work for y'all's purposes, you got to let me know. Okay, I'm going to have to run the collector for just a few minutes. All right, now y'all keep that chat going so that I know y'all are here and so I can see what y'all talking about. Y'all can't be secret. See what this is looking like. This has got an aluminum mesh in it. So it should look pretty cool. I probably put too much color in it. I wanted to keep it mostly clear, and it's still got a good bit of translucence in it. Probably a little bit more color than I'll put in them from now on, if I keep doing this. We will find out. Okay, a DP pen is a fairly new phenomenon as far as I know. There's this whole group of these crazy women and they do diamond painting. It's the best way I can describe it is pixel painting, because you're painting one pixel at a time, one point at a time, one color at a time. And what it is these little dots of color, and they put it, and then they put the next one, and they put the next one. So it's a little specialized crafty thing that is hot right now. All the ladies are doing it, and they love their pretty pins. So I didn't know what a DP pin was myself until probably 3 or 4 months ago. So there's no tube involved. There's no tube involved. There's no kit involved. You turn a round form with a couple of holes in the end of it. And then these little placers is what they're called, fit into the holes on the end, and that's it. So it is pretty much the craft of the season, and they are loving it, so I'm loving it. So I know y'all like long ribbons, even though the dust collector sucks them, but goodness gracious, chatter, chatter. Get off of that tool and go back to this. Thing is chattering way too much. Trying to decide what shape to make and how skinny it actually needs to be, because I know some of the girls like skinny ones and some of them like the fatter ones. Well, I mean, I'm crazy in a good, they are crazy for the pins. Let me rephrase that. They are crazy for the pins. And honestly, I think collecting the pins is just as much of a hobby for them, for some of them, as the actual DP painting is. That just shows that they know art. All right, let's see here. All right. Now, I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. I knew that there was a method to some of this madness. 'Cause I mean, okay. Let's say, somebody answer out how many colors generally are in any given painting. Okay. So whatever that number is, I can see you wanting that many pins. But you know, me as a man, I would want the color of my pen to correspond to that color. Goodness gracious. Oh, the chatter is strong with this one. It may actually be time for a new insert, because it has been a while since I've changed. Let me rotate it and see if that'll help. A lot of the chatter is just the fact that we've got a long, skinny object on the lathe with nothing to reinforce it. But a dull tool will increase your chatter as well. So rotated this around so we got a fresh edge. See if that'll help. Not much, but okay, so you have 200 different pins that make up your artwork. I know how y'all like the dingus end on it, so we'll make sure I put you a nice dingus end on here. And we're back. Can you hear now, ladies and gents? Okay, for high demand devices, I do not recommend Amazon Basics. Do not recommend. 1/2 of 1 star. I get about an hour's worth of runtime on this audio setup with those Amazon Basics. So that is not value for my money, I don't think. I'll go get some Duracells and see what kind of runtime I get with them, and then we'll know for sure. Yes, feel free to narrate. Okay, so you got some grippies on this side, you got smooth on this side, you got a dingus end and a ball end, and then you got a couple little ribbles in the middle. Ribble in the middle? Well, yeah, I thought about doing that, Brandy, and I probably will before it's over with. I keep a case of Amazons on hand for just general use, and so I threw them into this mic setup when I got it, and that right there is the second set that have gone into it, and we've had probably what, 3 hours worth of video altogether. No, we've had more than that with those live sales, but still, it's not. It feels like it should be lasting longer. All right, well, I was gonna grab some new Zona, but I seem to have misplaced it, so we'll use our old Zona to do the sandy polish on this one. So Miss Bass, it looks like I will not be sending. I didn't get it out in your box. I don't know if Donna's in here or not, but I had told her last night that I would throw some couple of strips of Zona paper in her box for her to try. And evidently I lied to her. Maybe she'll forgive me. Ooh, there's some ribbles right there. All that chatter left some ripples. Oh, why? Oh, you know what? I bet I know why it was chattering even worse than normal. Because these are fresh out of the pot. And I did not post-cure them. I mean, I literally pulled this out of the pot like an hour ago. So it's not fully cured yet. Which the only thing that means is it's a little softer. It takes between 3 and 7 days for Alumilite to fully cure, to reach its maximum hardness. Now you can shorten that by post-curing it in the oven at 160 degrees for 16 hours or 2 hours. I can't remember which, one of the two. But that's one of the reasons that I ship once a week, so that I have time to either post-cure everything or so that it has sat on the shelf long enough to be fully cured. I don't post-cure everything because If it sits on the shelf for 3 days, then it's in the mail for 2 days, then it sits in your house for a day, it's good. Well, and it sat in the shop for a day before it ever got listed anyway, so. All right, now back to the wet stuff. See any other questions? You're watching on your TV? Yeah, and that's what I've got going on in the shop. I have my computer sits right behind the lathe, so I have my video software running on one screen, and I have the YouTube feed running on the other. But then I've got a window open just in a regular account watching the video, and I took and threw the chat window up onto the big TV in the shop so that I can see the chat window without having to squint and lean over and try and see the computer screen and all that. So yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to do an auction on these two, since these are the very first DP pens that Imagination Woods has ever made. I'm going to put them in the group for auction, and we'll run it for a couple days and see what happens. And honestly, these probably will be the only two that Imagination Woods ever makes. I don't know. Alright, so what I did, I sanded it with 320 with my Cling Net, not Abranet, Cling Net from Klingspor. Better product, cheaper price, and the original. You don't have to pay that premium that Merca likes to charge you. And then I hit it with the first two sets of micro mesh. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go straight to the Zona paper. I really need fresh Zona, but it'll be all right. And we're just going to run through it with the Zona. See, the thing about Zona paper is it doesn't have the backer on it like micro mesh does. So it will fit into all these concaves and convexes and all the little nooks and crannies where you will never get your micro mesh into, not without burning the foam or getting or breaking it loose from the foam. So that is the biggest advantage to Zona paper. So on my pens, I just use micro mesh. There's no need for Zona paper on pens in my opinion. Some people are using it for everything. That's cool, that's great, that's their choice. But micro mesh does a better job on pins, in my opinion, because that foam backer helps you keep a flat plane, so that any high-low spots in your finish, it's going to help flatten them out. That's the way I see it. So I use Zona on bottle stoppers and excuse me. I use Zona on bottle stoppers and on some handles. And apparently on DP pins. So. Yeah. Well, he sees the future of that blank, Brandy. It needs to become an ice cream scoop. That's all that is. That is all that is. All right, let me go reset this. That was the alarm for the oven. I've got some burl stabilized, or in the middle of stabilizing. All right, that looks pretty good. I could hit this with some plastics and call it done, but what I'm going to do is put the buffing wheel on and buff it real quick, and then it'll be done and I won't have to touch it again. Ooh, this could get scary. I have the camera's on a tripod, and one of the legs is on the bed of the lathe. So that was going to be interesting. All right, where did my knockout rod go? There it is. Well, that's not it, but it'll work. I want to show you all this if I can find my other one. It should be. I'm looking too hard for it. There it is. No, it's not. Well, I don't have any idea where it went. Oh, there it is. Now, this is the knockout rod that came with the lathe. Perfectly usable. Piece of steel with a little handle on it. But this is the beautiful stainless rod that I made. This one is just long enough where the other one you have an inch or two of help me out. All right, let's get this buffing wheel on here. Oh, I guess I should show y'all guess I should show it to you before we go buffing it. All right, so here it is right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I got a little chippage. Gonna have to fix that before we buff. There is a little bit of chip on the very end of it. So I'll drill that hole just a little bit deeper. And sand it back just a little bit. And fix that chippy spot. Right. I need a tool rest. See. Now that is a proper dingus end. Yeah, perfect. A bit of that, a little 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 bit of that, and a little bit of that. Yay! Right. Now this Red Rouge is actually more coarse than the finest micro mesh and the finest Zona, but it's a different type of abrasive, so it's going to work a little different. If you've got something just all shined up with your micro mesh and then put it on the Red Rouge wheel, it'll get dull. But the thing is it is getting in spots that Zona paper won't even get into. And instead of sanding on this axis like you are when this is on the lathe, you turn the pin this way. So you're working along a different axis, and it really gets any little fine scratches that you just cannot get out, it'll get them out. So that's the Red Rouge. Wipe it down a little bit. Then we'll go on to the white diamond. Hello, Miss Christie. How are you today? A little late to the game, I see. But that's okay. We love you anyway. All right. Well, I must say that turned amazingly well. You got to remember, this is a test on this new style blank as well. So it turned fine both with high-speed steel tools and with carbide tools. I used a negative rake and a standard rake, or a standard cutter. So it should not have any problems going to anyone's house, no matter what tooling you're using. So I believe what we have here is a winner for a new style of blank. It is a aluminum mesh that is cut into little pieces and then put into the resin, and it's really cool. We'll get set up over here in the box with it so that you can really see what it looks like. Oh, what time is it? Let me see what my run time is. Okay, we've been on almost an hour. I will save turning that other one for another day, because I did have some, I was going to do a live sale as well. Yeah, I'm not country. Oh. Put y'all on that screen so you wouldn't get seasick while I brought the camera back around. Yeah, see, we had a crippled three-legged something. I will never make fun of Zach and his need for a camera crew ever again. I used to give Zach Higgins a hard time. I always told him that we needed to do a GoFundMe so that he can hire himself a camera crew for his videos. He's bad about wanting to move the camera around while he's shooting. All right. See, that should be able to rotate and not mess anything up, maybe. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get the camera booth set back up. Don't panic. It'll be okay. I promise. Nobody panic. All right. Well, let me crop this down just a little bit. There we go. So that is what we just made. Focus. You can see that mesh in there. Pretty cool. All right, ladies, how did I do for my first ever DP pen? Can the next one be thinner? Well, this one is about the same as a Sharpie. That's what I was going for, about the same thickness as a Sharpie. I need to make more. Well, the thing is that I don't want to get in Miss Stacy and Miss Miss Bass. I don't want to get in their lane with any of this. So, and the other turners that are customers of mine as well. Well, I didn't, Miss Naomi, but I'm glad you like it. It will be on the Imagination Woods group here in just a little bit at an auction. We will run it for a day or two, and well, thank you, Miss Christie. All right, so now what you all came for, or at least I guess what you all came for, we are going to do some live sales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We will do 14 blanks tonight. I want you to cooperate. Gotta get my stickers ready. Right, so the way that we're going to run this is we will pick a random, if you want what's up on the table, throw your number out there, and it will be a random number between 1 and 50 written upon the top. So, let me All right, and this isn't an auction, this is just straight sale. Just a straight sale of the blank at its given market price. All right. Alright, so if you would like to purchase this blank, it is $8 plus shipping, of course. Most of y'all know the way that these run. There you go, Brandy, show them how it's done. You just put a random number out between 1 and 50, and if you have chosen the correct number, you are the winner. And you can't pick the same number. There you go. Oh yeah, and the rest of the story is closest without going over, and if everybody goes over, then the lowest number wins. Alright, and we are starting a 2-minute clock. Should have done that about a minute or two. Yeah, I see you, Ann. And so when that clock hits 0, whoever in my chat window has it correct, then let me add that real quick so that y'all can see when okay, it's grabbing the right screen. Let me get it sized in. And of course I put it on the wrong screen. Gotta do it all over again. There we go. And we've got 16 seconds left. So whoever is last right here, when that clock over there says 0, that is the last bid, and there we go. All right, Naomi, you were the last bid. Closest without going over, the number was 41. Naomi Hume, you are the winner. Naomi, you are a new name, a new face. So if you would send me a private message over at the Imagination Woods business page once we get done here. And I will get with you on on payment and everything else. So, next up, ooh, pretty. I'll zoom in to show you what it's got going on. Alright, $8 as well on this one. This isn't a dispersion. It's just got some galactic powder in it or something. It also leans to the right a little bit. So $8 up on this one. Timer has begun. So how did everyone's Monday go? Mine was fabulous. It's down here in the shop. The first Monday I've had in the shop. First thing this morning I ran out of toner in the printer, but luckily I had a backup toner sitting here with it, so that means now I have to order another one, so I'll have another backup. I got 6 or 8 castings done to put up tomorrow. Played with the cat, and that's about it. Alright. Still have to go to work from 11 to 7. Poor baby. Alright. Miss Ann, you are the winner. Yay. Ann says she finally got one. Right. Let's see, I know y'all will go crazy over this one. So this should be fun. You could do DPs at work. All right. Here we go with a pinky. Pinky and the brain. Yeah, that's about the truest. Oh. All right. Because of this lag, we're gonna restart that timer. Hey Jennifer, you know how these live sales work. It's random number between 1 and 50. If you're interested in the blank, throw your number out. Closest without going over wins it. If everybody goes over, the lowest number wins it. Do 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 do. Tell you what, I tell you what we gonna do. Yes, I want to remove that. I'm gonna add that because I know that y'all just must see my beautiful face. Whoops, where did it go? There it is. Alright, Anne just won herself another one. How you like that? Alright, Anne. Anne is racking up tonight. She comes in late on the listings, but she eats them up on the live stream. All right, let's see. I'm going to put my little break in here so that. Right. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm all in your screen. Now what? Yes, I do this all the time. Just do 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 do. Now I wonder if I do that. No, it doesn't kill it there, so I have to do that to make myself disappear. Can't believe that Anne's the only one that wants this. But I mean, that's okay too, I guess. Let's see, who all is still in here? We got 11 people watching. Oh, that's it. Anne is the winner. Anne got her another. I don't know. I don't know where everybody went. It's like they just disappeared. It's like body snatchers or something. So, Ann, you think they're just taking it easy on you? You think that's why nobody else is saying anything? uh, right, this is Roll Crimson. That is the closest to those two words that I'm going to say, because I do not want the SEC's copyright enforcement company coming and knocking on my door. That is a crimson and a light gray team color. And it's sticking with that number 5. Waiting for blue. Well, we got some blues coming up. I've got a couple of gaseous vortex blue looking cool things, and I've got a green, pink, and purple, which is kind of like blue, kind of. But I tell you what, I'm running short on stuff to put in the live sales, because as soon as I list them, Brandy buys them. I mean, it's just, I list them and Brandy says, okay, I'll take them. Then everybody else cries. All right. All right, here you go. There is a blue for you. This one is very translucent. It has these sparkles in it. It has some purple in it. It has some pink in it. Well, hey, Miss Rochelle, you are late to the game, late to the show. You are just late. We've been on now for an hour and 15 minutes. Ooh, she done took your number. And you gonna let her take your number? She done took your number. She got it. So Ann says, I'll just double that. Multiples. No, Naomi, it's okay. No, it's okay, Naomi. I was just messing with Ann. You are free to call it whatever you want. Right, there it is. All right, Naomi, what? All right, we have a problem. I'm going to go with first numbers because I was just teasing. So the number was 27, if you can read that while the camera tries to focus you. Focus. Oh, I'm too close. All right, the number's 27. So closest without going over the winner is Ann. Now, we have another. I'll put it up right behind it because I know Naomi wants blues. So I'll put it up right behind it. I was just teasing. Once we call a number, that's our number. So, trying to arbitrate here and keep everybody happy. This is out of the same block, so they're the same blank pretty much. I could just do an executive decision and call the guessing game off for this one and just give it to Naomi, but I figure everybody will play fair. Oh, Naomi, you're good. You're good. It's the only time we really get competitive on these is when we're doing an auction, and then and then we'll have folks trying to wait until the last second. And what they don't realize is everybody's lag times are different. So the only fair way to do it is with the clock and the chat screen. All right, Naomi, this one's yours, sweetie. The only fair way to do it is with the chat screen and the clock. So what they see on their screen, they'll see it 5 seconds left. Well, in reality, the auction ended 30 seconds ago. So you'll have a whole bunch of bids come in after the time's up. So that's why I tell people if we're doing a live auction, you got to get those last bids in with at least 15 or 20 seconds left. Now it's different with a static auction, because a static auction you can wait until the last minute or so to get one in and be all right. But with these live streams, the way everyone's lag is different. So these right here are real pretty turned. That green and purple and pink, just, I don't know. They're pretty awesome when they're turned. Oh, and you're in Australia too. Yeah, I can imagine. Do you have, Naomi, do you have satellite service, or are you cable modem on a fiber optic line, or what? Because if I had to imagine satellite, even with its terrible lag, that's probably still the quickest link to the States. I don't know if they've got a fiber line that goes from Australia to Europe and then, or to South America, then to the States. I have to look at the backbone map and see. You're on cable, yeah. Yes, I don't know where the fiber line runs back to the states at from. All right, this was number 50, so Brandy won that one. Miss Brandy. NBN, really? Huh? I don't understand NBN. Never seen that one before. All right, Brandy. Brandy Stevens. Brandy finally got her one tonight. All right, so this is a dispersion honeycomb. A dispersion honeycomb. So these are $14, not the regular $8. I'll zoom in so you can see what's going on with it. If I can get it in the center of the shot. National Broad Network, okay. Alright, so this has got green and blaze orange and a lot of translucent with dispersion flake in it. That's those little sparkly flakes that you see, those little purple flakes. Why is that saying we've been on for an hour and a half? I started it at 7, well, about 5 minutes early. Huh. Oh, no, I put the teaser up an hour ahead of time. Oh, that's weird. All right. And Miss Ann, you hit it on the head. So Ann has won this one. Right. Right, here we go, molten metals. Molten metal. This is every metallic pigment that I have. This has got bronze, this has got antique copper, this has got pewter, silver, and a red in it. These are really pretty writing pens. I've never seen one turned as a DP, but on a writing pen with a hole drilled all the way through it and the thin wall of it, you can back paint these silver, and I mean the color just explodes in them. It's really pretty. All right, Brandy, pick another number. And I already got that one. All right, there we go. Right. Number 22. Brandy is the winner. Yay, Brandy. All the sailors said Brandy. I know you've never heard that before, right? Oh, y'all know what time it is. Hang on a second. Hang on just 1 second. All right, say hey to everybody. Say hey. Right. He has to come make his appearance every time. Oh, get your foot out of my face. Get your foot out of my face, please, sir. All right. All right. Back to work. All right, get in. I don't know why you come down. It's not time for bed yet. Parker says, hey, everybody. All right. We got another one of these. Everything else is duplicates. I grabbed two of each. So we've got another crimson, another liquid fire, and another one of those purple cloud things. Oh, he was so funny earlier. He got so mad. He came down here to tell because his food was not in the correct place. For those of y'all who don't know, I moved back to Anniston from Montgomery and am currently at Mama's house. And she had moved his food bowl so that she could mop this morning, or this afternoon rather. And he came down here. She came down to visit and to help out a little bit. And then he came running down behind her and would not leave me alone. Kept on pestering me. No, Christy, none. As of right now, there is nothing available on the page. I put a all listings beyond this point are void up this morning. I cleaned the racks out and we're starting fresh this week. So, but I do have some similar stuff coming. Well, actually I don't. I've got some pink and silver, I think, or pink and something. But yeah, when she came down, he came down and we finally figured out that he was telling on her because she had not moved his food bowl back where it is supposed to be. All right, number 27, Brandy is the winner. He has his routines and he does not like them being messed up. So yeah, Christy, be looking out in the tomorrow about lunch or right after lunch will be the first drop tomorrow. I haven't got anything cut up yet, So I'm going to come down in the morning and get them cut up and get photos taken, get the pot started for the next set of blanks, and then get them listed. So it will be right around lunch or a little bit thereafter, and everything for tomorrow will be listed. I'll probably do 2 or 3 drops tomorrow. And my plan moving forward is to do drops every other day. And that'll give me a full day to cast and do some lives and get the shop cleaned back up. So that's kind of my plan moving forward, is to do drops instead of doing drops every day, but only do them 3 days a week, do them every other day, dependably and reliably every other day. So like probably Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is going to be my standard going forward. And let me look down here on the pile. Who got the first one of these? No, this one is no. Yes, Ann, you did get the twin of this one. And hopefully Facebook has got the scheduled post bug fixed. Alright, nobody wants this one? Alrighty then. Oh, Michelle got in at the last second. Well, it's really after, but since nobody else wanted it, then Michelle gets it. This was number 45, by the way. All right, Michelle, I don't recognize your name, so if you would, send me a PM on the Imagination Woods page, the business page, and I will get with you on billing and shipping and the way that we operate here at Imagination Woods. Welcome to the family, and thank you for your business. All right, last 2, and then I'm going to bed. Cat, what are you doing? He is obsessed with this window down here. I don't get it. All right, Michelle, I don't know if you know the way that we do it here, but this is it has a number written on top of it. And if you would like it, all you have to do is throw your number out there. We go closest without going over. And if everybody goes over, then the lowest number wins it. It's not an auction, it's just a random number type deal. Y'all, my cat, I swear, I wonder about him sometimes. What are you smelling? Oh, I never started the timer. Goodness gracious. What are you doing? Come here. You are going to wear your nose out if you keep sniffing so much. He sniffs around more than a dog, I swear. Okay, y'all, my chair has tried to kill me about 4 times in the last 2 weeks. The little latch that keeps it from leaning back will work its way out, and it'll just barely be holding. And then I'll lean back and relax, and then all of a sudden, snap, and I almost fall backwards. But it scares me every time. I think the cat's doing it when I'm not looking. I think he comes down here and messes with it when I'm not looking. Trying to get me. He's trying to get me. Come here. Alright, we've only got 2 in on this one. The number was lucky number 13. So that means Miss Naomi is the winner. Naomi. And Naomi, what may work out the best is if you deal with another turner that I deal with here in the States, I can send this to them in a package, and then they can forward it with a larger package, because little stuff, sending onesies and twosies, it's just not economical. It's, like I say, postage to Australia on my end starts at $26, but that gets me up to 2 kilos. So if I'm sending you 5 blanks, that's not economical for you at all. I had a customer, and I sent her, I tried to tell her that to begin with, and the first time she ordered from me, she got a full package. You know, she got 20 blanks, or 30 blanks, something like that. And that made sense, because at that point, it was about $1 a blank to ship. Not a big deal. And then she ordered 3, and then she ordered 5. And then she ordered 2, and it just, I couldn't justify that if it were me. So, but yeah, we'll iron all that out when we chat later. All right, here's this roll crimson. If anybody wants it. And this will be the last blank for the evening. Alright, nobody wanted it. You ain't gotta take it. I'll turn it. I'll put it on a football pin and sell it. I will put it on a football kit and sell it, or I'll send it to Woodcraft. I've got to get their order together. Well, all right, y'all. It was fun. Had a blast doing it. Let me, where'd that thing? There it is. Here's what, for those of y'all who were late, who didn't feel the need to show up on time, here's what we did at the beginning tonight. Let me flip back over there real quick. Here's what we did at the beginning of the evening. This is a brand new style of blank. And it is also the very first Imagination Woods DP blank. Oh, I'm gonna have to back up so it'll focus. Focus. I don't have a pan head on my tripod. I've just got a ball head on it. And so trying to pan with it does not work out. I've got another good tripod over there. I might need to buy a pan head and put on it. Because it's got a ball head on it too, I think. Yeah, it's got a ball head on it too. But anyway, that is what we did while all you other folks were gallivanting around doing whatever it was. Whatever it was more important than coming and seeing the live stream tonight. But, all right, that's it, y'all. We will, what, oh. Y'all want to see what's coming tomorrow? Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see? All right, let me throw you back on that screen for just a second. Now, these two sets, it's got to be a surprise, so I got to move back and forth on the screens. Now, I don't have any slickum on these yet, but you still get the idea. We've got a pink and teal and something. Yeah, and I'll swap them out for you. That's no problem. And that other one is purple and gold and blue, if I'm not mistaken. Like I say, they don't have any slickum on them yet, so. And I don't know where my bottle is, where I would squirt them. Oh, there it is. There you go. That gives you a better idea. Alright, so these are coming up tomorrow. Bless her heart, Miss Donna Bass bought a Roll Tide one that she thought was red and white, and it was red and gray. We have the air compressor on now, so we will just wait for it for just a minute. Okay, and we're back. Okay, now this one right now is a little bit deceptive because this is a pseudo burl. The upper portion is actually 90% clear. Uh, it has a red interference and then an orange mica in it. The lower is blaze orange, red, and chocolate, I think, or something like that. But then we have this one, and it's deceptive right now too because it's not cut up. The lower, now this is the one that's chocolate on the bottom. It's chocolate and green flake and gold flake in the lower portion. Then the upper is gold interference powder and green flakums. And again, it's 90% transparent, but you can't tell because it's still got the skin on it, is what I call it, the skin. Let's see. And then I put up a request your colors earlier today, so I poured a couple of them. Here is somebody's bronze and silver. And again, this will look nothing like it does right now once that skin gets knocked off of it. It's really amazing looking at these before and after. Before they get cut up and then after they get cut up. There is the bronze and silver. And someone had wanted pink and blue. So there is the pink and blue. Ooh, pretty. And then I also did some single hybrids. And these have got the little sparkly dusts and wispies and just all kinds of cool stuff going on with them. this one's got green dye stabilized maple in it. And the others are just, they were actually double dyed, but I left them in the yellow too long. So the whole thing just stayed yellow except for a couple little spots here and there. So. But these ought to be pretty cool when they come out. But that is what we got coming up tomorrow. Won't be doing a live stream tomorrow because tomorrow will be all about casting, cutting, and getting stuff posted. But that's it. That's all that I had for y'all tonight. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful evening. Hope y'all have a good day at work tomorrow. I know I will. And we will talk to you later. See you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.